Let's make this super concrete. We're going to follow the exact same person, doing the exact same task, and just see what happens before and after they use a tool called Mivante. It's a straight-up comparison. What if a task that usually eats up, say, 37 minutes of your day, could suddenly be done in just 8? To see how, let's meet our guy, Marcus. He's a VP of product, and he's got this critical task. He needs to send a roadmap update to the executive team. You know the one.
All right, so before Mivante, what does this actually look like for Marcus? Let's follow him on a journey that I think is going to feel, well, a little too familiar for a lot of us. We're talking about the great context hunt.
Okay, so he cracks open his laptop, right? And there it is, the dreaded blank email. Cursor just blinking at him. He takes a sip of coffee, kind of feeling the weight of this whole thing. And then the hunt begins. First, he's digging through Slack trying to find that last leadership discussion. Then he pops open like 3 different Google Drive tabs, just hunting for the current roadmap. Next, he's checking his calendar, trying to remember which customers got mentioned in last week's QBR. Oh, but he's not done. He's got to open Jira to check on engineering capacity. And then he's scanning through his email for that one single message from the CFO about budget timing. So how long has all this taken? Get this, 18 minutes. And he's written exactly 0 words. Nothing. His mental energy is just shot, completely drained from bouncing between 5 different systems. And when he finally starts to write, man, he's anxious. He's thinking, did I remember everything important? Is this tone right for the CEO? Should I put that budget question right up front, or should I bury it? He's literally second-guessing every single sentence. He is, for all intents and purposes, just writing in the dark. You know how it is. He drafts something, reads it back, realizes he totally forgot a key detail, and then he has to dive right back into all those apps to find it again. So after all that revising and rereading, he finally hits send, just kind of hoping it lands right. The total time for all this? 37 minutes. And his confidence? A shaky 6 out of 10. Okay, reset. Let's run that exact same scenario all over again. Same guy, same task. But this time, Marcus has Mivante. So, Marcus opens his laptop. He opens Mivante, and he just types one simple thing: executive update on enterprise roadmap. That's it. And then, what happens? Instantly, Mivante just surfaces everything. We're talking the latest roadmap document, the 3 key customer commitments from last week's QBR, that engineering capacity assessment from stand-up, the CFO's budget question from Friday, and get this, even a little note that the CEO prefers updates that lead with business impact, not just a list of features. All of that context, it's just there, in seconds. And it's not just some random list of documents, right? This is intelligent context. Mivante actually synthesizes the key insights. It shows him things like, hey, 2 enterprise customers are waiting for SSO, engineering can deliver that in Q2, but you'll have to deprioritize the mobile refresh. Oh, and the CFO, they need to know if this is going to affect the Q1 revenue target. So Marcus can immediately see what matters, why it matters, and who needs to hear what. He isn't just staring at a blank page, writing from scratch. No, he's thinking with Mivante. He's collaborating with it on how to structure his update. And that's the key. He's not just writing faster, he's writing better. With all that context right there, he drafts an update that basically answers everyone's questions before they even have to ask them. The CEO gets the business impact up front. The CFO gets the revenue stuff. The CTO gets the technical trade-offs. So how long did that take? 8 minutes. And his confidence level? A solid 9.5 out of 10. And here's the best part. For the first time in months, he feels smart again, like the brilliant leader he actually is. So what's the real difference here? It's the same person, doing the same task. But instead of spending all that energy hunting for context and second-guessing himself, Marcus is collaborating with an intelligent system. It's giving him total situational awareness right at his fingertips. And this, right here, this is the fundamental change we're talking about. It's a huge shift from hunting for information to actually knowing what you need to move forward. See, it's not just about writing faster. It's really about thinking with more clarity. When you have that complete context, the right words, they just come naturally. You get to reclaim that feeling of intellectual capability. You get back the dignity of doing meaningful work instead of just, administrative drudgery. So the ultimate difference, it isn't about just doing more tasks. It's about knowing more so you can turn your communication into real, actual forward motion. And that kind of leaves us with one final question to think about. What if your real power isn't measured by what you can do, but by what you can know?